Greetings, 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 greetings. Grand rising, peace, love, harmony, and a light. This is Chief Kalanago with another video. Hope everybody is doing well. And, before I get started, I want to acknowledge the Great Spirit, want to acknowledge the universal intelligence, want to give to my ancestors, honor my ancestors, each and every one of them. And always appreciate them guiding me and protecting me. I'm going to give you guys some time to chime into this build. First, let me make a couple of announcements. All right. Our petition is doing great. We have over 500 signatures so far with the petition. So we are definitely growing. The numbers are growing. So I want each and every one of you who have actually signed the petition and you are continuously sharing the petition and encouraging or urging others to sign the petition. This is about us, all right, standing up to make the change that we so seek. All right, so that's the first announcement. I really appreciate that. So let's keep on sharing that petition and personally reach out to others. You know what I'm saying? Like, every single day I get 20, 30, 50 inboxes on Facebook about what's happening. You know what I mean? Who's getting shot? All this negative, to me, it's negative in my opinion, right? But I get those inboxes. Okay, so let us share something positive. It's time to take the appropriate actions. It's time to be proactive. And let's not wait for things to always happen to us. You feel me? We got to stand and put things in place. That's our insurance. All right. You don't get car insurance because you want to get into a car accident. You don't get car insurance because you are anticipating, you know what I'm saying, or wishing that you get into a car accident. No, you get insurance just in case. So you see, we have to put those measures in place just in case our rights, you know what I'm saying, may be attempted to be violated. You feel me? And that's what this petition is about, taking a stand, being proactive. So that's number one. Number two, we, for those of you who remember, we were promoting our Clan Up, our powwow, and that was supposed to be July 24th to the 26th. Now, in lieu of what's happening with the shutdown, we are postponing the powwow, the American Aboriginal powwow, or Clan Up. We are postponing that to October. I think the second week in October. So we'll have an updated flyer and we'll promote that event. All right. So we are still going to be doing our American Aboriginal powwow. However, we are going to postpone that until October. It's still going to be in Texas. And I think the weather at that time in Texas would be definitely beautiful. It's not too hot, not too cold. So I know we'll have a great time. Okay. Well, also, let me say thirdly, I said two announcements, but thirdly, don't forget, all right, we are doing our first American Aboriginal stand on Washington, okay, and that's July 4th, okay, the address is 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, right in front of the White House. Everything is already in place. All we are asking you guys to do is show up, all right? Show up in your indigenous attire. We are going to make a stand on Washington, July 4th. All right, that's Saturday, July 4th. That's in Washington, D.C., right in front of the White House, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. And we are going to make sure that our voices be heard, meaning that we are going to make a declaration to the world that we know who we are. We have always been here and will continue to be here. And all the genocide of indigenous people and people in general will stop. And we are not asking, we are going to be demanding. Okay, so those are the announcements. But what I want to talk to you in this video today, if you see the title of the video, I want to talk to you about the two most important, and again, that's just in my opinion, all right, the two most important letters in the alphabet. And again, that's just my opinion. The two most important letters or significant letters in the alphabet is I, the letter I, and the letter U. And I'll tell you why. And that's my opinion. Okay? The letter I to me is the most significant. All right? You is significant as well, but I is the most significant. All right? Even in the word. And I'm saying the word because a lot of times, I don't reference the Bible because I think or I believe the book came from a sky daddy or this mysterious ghost in the sky. No. To me, it's a book like every other book with information that you use that could work for you, and what doesn't work for you, you leave it alone. All right. But I always ask people, do you get the message? That is the question. Whether you believe it's real or not, did you get the message? All right. And when we look at the allegorical, and it's all allegory, when we look at the allegorical God in the Bible, when Moshe, whatever you want to call that character, again, it's all allegory, all right? Whatever you want to call that character, when he asked the Great Spirit or God, what's your name? Okay, that God didn't say my name was anything except I am. Because you see, I am is all there is. Anything that follows I am becomes reality. I am. The two most powerful words ever uttered, ever spoken. I am. So be mindful what follows your I am. Be very mindful of that. Okay? But remember, it begins with I. I. All right? And when I is spoken in the first person. I is spoken in the first person. You is spoken in the second person. All right? So let's talk about I here for a second. Because everything begins with you. That's why I is so significant. You feel me? It's really important that you know what it means when you speak of the I am in you. I am. All right? That's just basically what it is. And every other name that was given to the Most High, the Creator, God, the Great Spirit, whatever you want to call that entity, that was given by man and women. Well, pretty much men. Men came up with those names. All right? There was no sky daddy came down and told nobody my name was anything. But based on life, based on experience, based on living, the assumption was made that I am is the most suitable title for the Creator or the Great Spirit, because in everything we find life. You see what I'm saying? Because life is for the living. So let's talk about I here for a second. When we speak of the I, I'm talking about the I in you, the first person. I always comes first. And putting yourself first doesn't make you selfish. You have to work on yourself first. You have to work on the individual, which is you. You have to make sure that you are okay. You have to make sure that you love yourself. How can you love anybody if you don't love yourself? How can you care about anybody if you don't care about yourself? We got to stop telling lies to others, okay? The I comes first. It doesn't make you selfish, no. It means that you are learning to master yourself. Self-mastery is the key. And once you have mastered yourself, mentally, you could be nobody's slave. Now, a lot of you may be asking, well, Chief, why are you doing these videos? I know why I'm doing these videos. Because I'm teaching you how to make this mental paradigm shift to know that you are great, not think that you are great or believe that you are great. I want you to know that you are great. And it starts with you. You see, I'm speaking from the second person perspective, you. But what I say about you doesn't really matter. What really matters is what you think about the I in you. That's why the I is so significant. That's why you focusing on your I is so imperative. Okay, I am. So we are going to do a little exercise. All right, for those of you that are with me, we are going to do an exercise right now. And I'm going to ask you to, in the chat, put I am and put a word to follow that. Let me see what we're going to come up with. All right. I would like you to, in the chat, I am, and say something about yourself that either you think you are, you believe, or what you think you are. I am. So let's start in the chat, okay? Please, let's do this exercise. It's very important, okay? And I'm going to highlight what everybody says about themselves, all right? Here we go. Huey P said, I am light. Okay. Heru says, I am that I am. Okay. I am that I am. But what are you, Heru? And that's not bad. Okay. Be specific. Let's be specific. You see, saying I am light is specific. And Heru, I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I would like for you to be specific. Okay. If you may. Okay. Let's be specific. Okay. Zazie said, I am the giver of life. All right, everybody's gonna give one. All right, we're gonna give one. All right, Miss Intelligence says, I am amazing. Aboriginal deity said, I am a deity. Okay, you see, we getting somewhere. Earl said, I am alive. Okay, and then Wia says, I am the God within me. You see, we are being specific. That's what we are talking. Let us not be general specifics, but be meaningful specifics. All right, let's be specific. I am a healer by nature. There we go. All right. D. Sego said, I am prosperous. Here we go. Patrick said, I am. You're what, Patrick? Let us get specific. Let us get specific. All right, because you see, that's how the universe works. The universe works when you are specific, because remember, whatever you put out there in the universe, that's what you're going to get. Rose said what? I am love. That's being specific. You feel me? Joanne says, I am good energy. You feel me? Now, this is where we're going to go with this, right? Each and every one of you have posted something after I am. And that's beautiful. But you see, guess what? Let me tell you when all that becomes a reality. Right now, we are actually on a platform. We are on the world stage. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube. And we are all posting these great things about ourselves. Right? Okay, Heru said, he was more specific. He said, I am God. And all the things that you have posted, you are not wrong. But I'm going to ask you this. This is something that we put on a public platform. And now the world is watching. And that's what we want people to believe about us. But do you know, when these words truly have meaning is when you look yourself in the mirror and you tell yourself that, and you know that for a fact. That's when it really matters. And that's where the I is so important, because a lot of times we say things. I see people on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, posting all these great things about themselves, and there is nothing wrong with that. However, when they shut up Facebook, when they shut up YouTube, now they in the corner, they by themselves. They don't believe any of those things they say on the internet. Now, how many have been, okay? If you have been there, I would like for you to type 1 in the chat. And I'm going to type 1 myself, because I'm going to keep it real with myself. Because you see, a lot of times we come and we show people what we want them to see. We tell people what we want them to see or hear. A lot of us sometimes don't keep it real. And this is about going within, bringing out the real you. You feel me? I have done it in the past. You see what I mean? We come on the internet because we know that, or we think that that's what people want to hear. That's what people want to see, because we want to live the illusion. We have to keep it real with ourselves. And there's nothing wrong in coming on the internet and saying that you are great. There is nothing wrong in coming and saying that you are a God, you are a deity. There is nothing wrong with that. But when you have logged off from the internet and you go look yourself in the mirror, let me ask you a question. Do you believe that about yourself? Do you truly believe that you are the light? Do you truly believe that you are powerful? Do you truly believe that you are a giver of life? Or are you just saying it for others so that you could feel good when others are looking? That's when you know you're truly great, when nobody else is looking. You feel me? So that's why the I am, anything that follows I am from your mouth becomes your reality. And I put a post on Facebook yesterday, okay? And I'm gonna paraphrase. And I said something in the likes of, you know what, let me go share this because I want to be specific. I don't want to paraphrase what I said. I'm going to look for it. And I am certainly sure it robbed a few people the wrong way. But that's cool. That's totally fine. Because I didn't put that for people. I put that for me. Okay, because that's what I truly felt. So I'm going to show you exactly what I put in. All right, give me a second. I'm going to look for that post yesterday. And I know it rubbed some people the wrong way. And that's fine, though. That's fine. Because I was only speaking my reality. I'm going to share that with you, okay? Let me share my screen. I'm going to share my screen. Go to Facebook. Here we are. Share. And let's go to Facebook, right? This is the post. Actually, that was about 17 hours ago, which is pretty much yesterday, like I said, right? And I put that on Facebook, all right? Not to make fun of anybody who lost their life through, by the police or by anybody or in any way, shape, or form. I was speaking about my reality, okay? I was speaking about my reality. And I posted that. Give me a second here. All right. And this is the post that I put on Facebook 17 hours ago. All right. I said, I can breathe. I am a God / part of the collective gods that created breath / prana. Only dead people can't breathe. I am a living man. And I said, be mindful of the words you put out there in the universe. Saying you can breathe is a realistic spell. The witch's spell to get an entire people to manifest they are dead in public. Now, a lot of people took that personal, and that's fine. But you see, I'm not going to be a victim because I know I'm a victor. I am not going to sit around and complain all day. When you have millions of people, not just in the United States, but around the world, putting that imprint, speaking words. Because remember, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with the Great Spirit, what we call God. And the Word became God, therefore the Word became flesh. So what is that telling you? And once again, I am not here to preach the Bible. I'm merely asking you, did you get the message? And yes, I got the message. What was the message? Wherever you speak, you are planting a seed in the universe and it becomes your reality. Okay? If you go out there and you take 1,000,000 apple seeds and you throw it in the ground under the right conditions, you are going to get 1,000,000 apple trees. So now you have millions of people out there in the United States, around the world, saying what? I can't breathe. What does that mean? If you could speak, that means you are breathing. So that's an oxymoron. So to me, that's how I know this is all orchestrated. It was well planned so that you could bring death to yourself. Now, once again, a lot of you may not like what I'm saying. It may not resonate with you. That's fine. Because you see, I am not in denial. I keep telling y'all, denial is a river in the Nile. And it runs from what? The Nile is a river that runs from the United States all the way onto the continent of Africa. And if you cannot swim, I advise you to get out of the Nile. Because when you say you can't breathe, that means you are already dead. If you can't breathe, that means there's no life in you. I am showing you the symbology of what took place and what's still taking place. But a lot of you, because of your emotions, you allow your emotions, which is what? The motion of the ocean. The ocean is a body of water. Okay? So your body, the motion that's moving your body is affecting your judgment. It's affecting your reality. And no, I'm not just playing with words. I'm not playing the semantics. I am showing you the spell that's being cast. When anybody is messing with us, if you are choking me, I'm not going to scream, I can't breathe. Okay? That was orchestrated. Now, I am not saying that the brother didn't lose his life. Okay? I'm not one of these conspiracy theorists. I know a lot of these things are being promoted and those scenes are being created by actors and crisis actors. I know that. But the point I'm making is this. When you have 1,000,000 people going around saying that I can't breathe, that means you are manifesting that you are dead. Because you see, the system has studied you. There goes that other word again. You, the second person. And the system is putting themselves in the first place, in the I position, and they are creating your reality. That's why a lot of people love reality shows, because they could relate. You see, they want to live in that fantasy life, in that fantasy land, that La La Land, in Neverland. That's where they want to live. So I'm saying, when I said that I can breathe, it wasn't a spite or to be spiteful. No. Me saying I can't breathe is not my reality. I'm alive. Life is for the living, not for the dead. So when you say you can't breathe, it means that you are already dead. That's an oxymoron. So yes, I can breathe. I am a God. I am part of the collective gods that created breath, what's called prana. And nobody could take that away from me, because breath is eternal. So you see, the spiritual spell that you are casting is manifested into the flesh, and then you complain about what's happening to you. This is why it's happening to you, because you plant seed. It's all about the seeds. I keep telling y'all, intentions are important. Intentions are relevant, but they are not as relevant as planting the seeds. Because I could go plant a mango seed and my intentions is to get apples, I would be insane. They will lock me up for thinking I could go plant apple seeds and expect oranges. Because that's my intentions. Oh, I'm going to plant apple seeds, but my intentions is to get mangoes. No. You see what I'm saying? It's only when you plant the seeds that you use your intentions to assist, okay, to assist in producing what the seeds will produce, which is the fruits. So it's not always about your intentions. And somebody asked me about that. Well, Chief, I could use certain words like bless you, but it's not but my intentions were different. Well, family, it's not the intentions, it's the seed that was planted. You are telling me to be less. Why would I want to be less than what I am? If I'm a God, and also it says that in the word, the allegorical Jesus said what? Ye are gods in Psalms and in John. You know what I'm saying? So, hold on for a second. Would you like me to stop? All right, I'm back. So, hear what I'm saying, family. Okay, I'm not here to make fun of the genocide of people, period. You see what I'm saying? But I would like people to fall back and hear the things that you are saying. You feel me? So when you're manifesting these things, that becomes your reality. Okay? And you don't realize how significant that I am is in you. The I am in you is speaking death. The I am in you, that's what you're doing. So please, I'm not trying to be no, I'm not trying to be spiteful. I'm just asking you to hear the things that you're saying and the things we promote and the things we support. That's why when people send me these videos, I don't look at these videos, because that's not my reality. It's not my reality. It's not. And I'm not going to accept that as my reality. I'm not going to do that. No, that's just me. I can't tell you what to do with your life. I am just merely giving you information and making suggestions. But at the ending of, well, in the continuation of life, you do as you may. So my post said, I can breathe because I'm a living man. I'm a God. I am part of the collective gods that created breath and prana. You got to know how great you are. Only dead people can breathe. Wait, you're supposed to say dead people can't breathe. I'll correct that. Okay? So let me stop sharing the screen real quick. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. Okay? Just wanted to share that with you. You feel me? So what they have done is they have created a whole movement. All right? They have created a whole movement where that's based on people that triggered people's emotions so that they could cast their spells. And once again, many may not see it as what it is, but that's just what it is. So family, be very mindful when the words that follow I am. Be very mindful of the words that follow I am. Okay? So let's talk about you now. You, to me, the second most significant letter in the alphabet. Because you see, whatever follows you, if you accept it, it becomes your reality. You feel me? Now you see the correlation between those two words? Whatever follows I am becomes your reality. And whatever follows you are becomes your reality if you accept it. Now I'm going to show you the difference here. If I say that I am powerful, you see, I am the one creating that platform. I am responsible for that. I am putting that positive affirmation out there into the universe. You see, it is self-suggested. I am powerful. I am great. I am amazing. I am light. I am love. I am the one putting those things out there. But when someone says you are, guess what? You have to accept that suggestion. You see the difference? And that's where a lot of us fail. That's where a lot of us go wrong. That's where a lot of us allow other people's suggestions to make our life reality. You don't have to accept what people say about you, family. You don't, because you have that power. Let me just highlight, give thanks. All right. I appreciate, thank you for supporting the super chat. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Thank you. All right. So I hope you see the difference in the I and the U, and why these two letters are the most significant letters in the alphabet. Because you see, when you start speaking of I, that means that you have the power. You have the control. I am. But when you leave it up to people, another person would say what? You are. And if you accept it, it becomes your reality. You feel me? No one forced us to call ourselves black. You feel me? Regardless whether it was done by force, by arms, or whatever, some people sometimes, when you know what's right, sometimes you're willing to die and stand on the truth. So millions of people running around here calling themselves black is because somebody suggested that. They told them that you are black. And they said, okay, we are black. You feel me? Somebody told them you can't breathe. And now you have a million people and millions of people say we can't breathe. You see, it's that outside stimuli or stimuli that we allow into affect us. We allowing other suggestions to change who we are. They are literally changing who you are. So all I'm just saying is this. There is nothing wrong with other people suggesting things, but be very mindful of the suggestions you allow to become your reality. And that's all I'm just saying. You always have to be in control. In control. Here goes that word in again. In. You see, everything is within. It comes from you. You have to be in control. If you are out of control, guess what? You become a menace to society. You become a problem. Once you're out of control, there is chaos. So you always have to be in control. Self-mastery. That means you have to learn to master self. When you go work, what do they give you? They give you an income. But that income could never come unless you work for that income. So it all happens with you within. It's your energy that you put forth that generated that income. But guess what? It had to come from you. That's how important you are, family. You see, everything is about the in. It's about you. How many of you have insight? Sometimes people could only see with what's called sight or outside. They have no insight because they don't know themselves well enough. They don't know themselves well enough. So now, to determine your income, you have to allow somebody outside of you to determine how much you're going to earn. You see, another suggestion that's outside of you. You see how crazy it is when we allow people to determine our greatness? They have to tell you how much you are worth. They have to tell you how much you should get paid. Because you are allowing people to tell you how great you are. Words are very important, family. Words are very important. I keep telling you, words are the foundation. They are the building blocks. And a lot of people, their throat chakra, okay, their throat chakra is shut down. Because a lot of them cannot speak words of life. So they're speaking words of death. So don't be mad at me or think I'm cocky or think I have an ego because I say I am great, I am powerful, I am a God, I'm a deity. No. I'm not going to allow you to make me feel guilty because I know how great I am. You feel me? I am. You see, a lot of times when we are growing up, people come to us and say, what do you want to be when you grow up? Wanting to be doesn't necessarily mean that you are. I'm going to repeat that. Wanting to be doesn't necessarily mean that you are. And don't get me wrong, wanting to be is a goal. There's nothing wrong in having goals, but you have to work towards those goals. You see, a lot of people just make goals and sit around and think goals are going to fall from the sky. No, even in football, and I'm talking about the real football, what people call soccer, it is not soccer, it's football. Okay? No disrespect. That's football. You play with your foot. Picking up a ball with your hands and running around is rugby. Okay? So I'm just putting that in perspective. When you play football, the real football, you have to go to work in order to score a goal. You don't just put the ball on the field and it just go into the net and the goalie scream goal or the referee scream goal. No, you have to go to work. All right? And there are people defending you on that field. That means you have to go against the adversary. That means you have to go against the stumbling blocks. That means you have to go against the defenders. You feel me? And you have to make your plays. What's your play in life? What's your play? Your play is your strategy. What is your strategy? Do you have a plan? Do you have a play? Do you have a strategy? Because without a strategy, you could never score a goal. And after you have made your play, guess what? There is a goalkeeper, a goal defender, preventing you from scoring that goal. What do you think the best player on the field is going to do? Do you think he or she is going to sit around and complain? Oh, they are blocking my shots. Oh, they kicked me in my leg and I fell. Oh, I kicked the ball in the net and the goalkeeper stopped it. No, that is the goalkeeper's job. And sometimes in life, it is the job of the universe to give us hard times, to give us pain, because that's how you find out when you are great, family. You don't know when you are great when things are good. You will never know your greatness when you have all the money in the world. You will never know your greatness until you don't have food on the table. You will never know your greatness until you are broke, busted, and disgusted, and you say, you know what, I'm going to stand up and make the changes. That's when you know you are truly great. When you face adversity, when you look the enemy eye to eye and say, I'm not afraid, do what you got to do. Today is the day that I'm going to make that change. So let us stop sitting around and complaining about what the system is doing to us. You see, everything I'm talking about is relevant to our situation, our state of being. Your state of being is your state of mind. Nobody could enslave you unless you allow them to enslave you. You feel me? Nobody could do that. If it means that you have to lose that physical avatar, death is fake. It's not real. Death is an illusion. The only person that could bring death to yourself is you, nobody else. Nobody could kill you unless you allow them to kill you. I'm going to repeat that. Nobody could kill you unless you allow them to kill you, because you are not the skin that you are in. You are not the avatar that you are in. The I am in you is actually you. Which takes us back to the two most significant letters in the alphabet, the I and the U, the first and the second person. You feel me? You are the one that's making the decisions. When you go into a car lot to buy a car, the car doesn't choose itself. You choose the car, and the car cannot move unless you get in that car. You see, you're not the car. The car is the avatar. You have to go to that lot and pick the car that you want. Guess what? It's the same thing that you did. The I am in you picked the body that you wanted. So love who you are. Appreciate who you are. Does it mean that we cannot use some improvements on our body? It doesn't mean that. By all means, improve your body. That's your avatar. It's yours. You feel me? If your car get into an accident, you are going to go to an auto body shop to fix it. So if there's something that you don't feel too great about your body, it doesn't mean that you are not, you have no gratitude. No, it means that you love yourself enough to know that, you know what, I am obese, I am overweight, I could improve myself. That's called self-love. You're not going to drive around with a busted car. So why would you want to drive around with a busted body? So work on yourself. But remember, you have to go buy that car. The car didn't come to you. The point I'm making is the car is not you. Your body is not you. There is something in you that's greater than that physical body that you have. And it's immortal. It's limitless. You see, we were taught to limit ourselves. Literally everything that we aspire to be is because of somebody else's suggestion. What is the original thought that you have? What is your passion? What is your purpose? We all have a purpose. What is your purpose? Do you know what your purpose is? Your job can become your purpose, but 98% of the time, jobs are not your purpose. It's just a job. What do you do that brings you joy? That makes you smile, that makes you cry because you're so happy. You see, what I do, what I'm doing right now is my purpose. It brings me joy. Money could buy happiness, but money cannot buy joy. Nobody could pay me to do what I'm doing right now. It doesn't mean I wouldn't appreciate if somebody supported. But whether you support it or not, I am going to continue to do it because it gives me joy. Giving people life gives me joy. Elevating people, upgrading people, helping people evolve gives me joy. So whether I get paid or get donations for that, it doesn't matter to me. I don't even care, honestly. Because you see, I love that. I love helping people. I love building people. We are truly builders. We are creators. And I want each and every one of us to live our best life. You see, you cannot pay me for my time. No, you cannot pay me for my time, family. If I lend you $200, you could pay me back. You feel me? If I lend you $500, you could pay me back. But if I lend you my time, you cannot pay me for that. There's no price on my time. It's because I love you. I do what I do. I don't give a damn about your donations. Shoot, you ain't even got to donate. I don't care. Honestly, if you do, I would appreciate it, but I don't care about that. You see, the words that I speak by giving people life, helping them motivate themselves, helping them build, to me, that's payment enough. Because you know why? If I'm able to change one life, build one life, encourage somebody to be greater, the universe is going to take care of me. That's how amazing the universe is. So stop allowing people to tell us who we are and what we are and what we are not and what we should be. Everything outside of you is an illusion, family. You got the power. You got the control. It's as simple as that. It's about the I in you. And truly, that's how you know when you're great. When things are not good, when things are bad, that's when you know you're going to stand to the challenge. I keep telling y'all, don't be afraid to fail. Failure is beautiful. Don't be afraid to hear no. The more no's you hear, the closer you get to a yes. You feel me? I'm going to repeat that. The more no's you hear, the closer you get to a yes. So don't pay attention to the naysayers. Don't pay attention to them. The greatest people on the planet, they heard somebody told them in their life, you wasn't going to be anything. You see, they came from the gutter. They came from abusive relationships. They came from drug-infested homes. You see what I'm saying? That is just facts. But they made that determination. I'm not going to allow my circumstances to determine, or my negative circumstances to determine who I'm going to be or who I am. You see, you become what you are. You are not what you become. Now, hear what I just said. Wanting to be something doesn't necessarily mean that's what you are. So when people say, I want to be a doctor, that may not be your purpose. It could be a career. It could be a job, but it may not be your purpose. Have you taken the time and ask the universe, what's my purpose? Have you go within yourself and ask yourself, what's my purpose? Many people stay in bad relationships because they choose to. Oh, I love him. Oh, I love her. Oh, she's going to change. Oh, he's going to change. No, you got to change. You got to love you enough to know that love shouldn't hurt. You shouldn't be punished because you love somebody. No. So if you are in a toxic relationship, get out of it. Stop sacrificing your happiness. Stop sacrificing your wholesomeness. Yes, it's okay to make sacrifices to be greater. But staying in abusive relationships, that's not a sacrifice that you should make. Get out of that because you deserve more. You deserve better. Every time you try to get out, that abuser would say what? You know what? Oh, I'm going to change. I didn't know what I was doing. It's not my fault. They are never willing to take the responsibility. Oh, it was my father. Oh, it was my mother. You know my daddy wasn't around. So what? Does that mean you have to hurt me? And we fall victim. We fall victim to other people's suggestions. Well, I'm asking you today, stop being a victim. Be a victor. Stop being a victim and be a victor. The system is only doing what we allow them to do. The system is the machine. It's a program. Who do you think programmed the program? It's people. So if we don't accept that reality, it will not become our reality. So therefore, I'm saying that I can breathe. I am a living man. I'm not dead. So I'm not going to accept that from nobody. You get up every single day and you are faced with so many negative platforms, so many negative posts and videos in your inboxes. Oh, make it go viral. Why would I want to make that go viral? That's not my reality, man. Nah. What I want to make go viral is life. That's it. Period. We got to stand and stand firm and say enough is enough. You feel me? We cannot get tired. Tired is not an option. We have to wall out or wear out the opponent. You see what I'm saying? When your opponents get tired, that's when changes are going to be made, not when you get tired. Because they're good. They're not tired. So why would they make the changes? You see what I'm saying? I hope you see the logic in what I'm saying. We ain't got no time to get tired. We ain't got no time to give up. We ain't got no time to stop and say we can't breathe. No, we ain't got time for that. We need to tire them out. You see, when they start getting tired, that's when changes will take place. Period. But when you are the one getting tired, there's no reason for them to stop. If you're running a race and you get tired, do you think your opponent is going to stop and say, well, you know what? I'm going to stop. I'm going to slow down so you could catch up. Hell no. They're not going to do that. It's going to give them more motivation to speed up. Family, this is what the true race is about. It's about a race to the top. It is not about the color of your skin. It never has. It was made that, and we accepted the illusion of colorism. Colorism only exists in your mind. You want to think you're better than the so-called white man. You want to think you're better than the so-called Asian man. Nobody's better than anybody. And for those of you who have your conspiracy theories thinking you're better than other people, go ahead and continue to live that illusion. The universe will shut you down, okay? And the universe will keep giving you that lesson until you have learned it. Because you want to be stubborn. Even in the book it says what? God's people are a stiff-necked people. Because you refuse to let go. You refuse to become as gentle as a flower. What do you think the most beautiful part of a plant is? Is the flower. You feel me? And where are the flowers? The flowers are up in the sky, in the air. That's where the most beautiful part of the tree is. Everything that's beautiful comes from above. So keep your heads up. Yes, you have the roots, and the roots is the foundation. If your roots is messed up, yes, your father wasn't there. Yes, your mother may have been a drug addict. Your father was a dope head. It doesn't matter. That's the roots. Well, guess what? If the roots was bad, uplift the root and plant some new roots. I'm not saying you have to give up your family. I'm not saying you have to stop loving your family. No, your family is your family. We cannot change that. But you don't have to continue the legacy. You don't have to continue the legacy of failure, of defeat, of being victims. That don't have to be our reality. We could change that right now as we speak. You make that determination. That's not my life. Not that it's not going to be my life. When you say it's not going to be my life, that's a goal somewhere in the future. The future may never come. No one is guaranteed the future. But when you say it's not my life, you're making a statement right now. That's not my life. Being poor is not my life. Being broke is not my life. Being a victim is not my life. Being dead is not my life. Being hated is not my life. I am loved. I am financially empowered. I am financially wealthy. I am spiritually inclined. I am emotionally stable. I am loved. Stop speaking your life, okay, in the terms of what you want, but speak your life in terms of what you are. See things. Do those affirmations as if they already happened. No, I don't want to be a doctor. I am a doctor. No, I don't want to be a lawyer. I am a lawyer, because you only become what you are. A lion could never be a tiger. A lion could never be a giraffe, because that's what it is. It's a lion. I don't care how much it wished to be a giraffe. I don't care how much a rabbit wished to be a lion. A rabbit could never be a lion. So what you are is innately implanted in you. It's already in you, but you are not going within. You are not going deep enough to pull out the greatness in you. You are not going deep enough to see who I truly am. Who am I? Have you looked in the mirror and asked yourself, who am I? No, because a lot of you are afraid to look in the mirror. So what you do is, your mirrors are dirty. Your mirrors are fogged up. You only clear the mirror when you want to put up some makeup. You want to mask yourself some more. Look into the mirror when you have no makeup on. Look into the mirror when you want to be true with yourself and ask yourself those questions. Who am I? Show me me. What is my purpose? And only then. You see, everything is spiritual. Everything that happening is spiritual. There is no coincidence they want you to be black. There's no coincidence they want you to scream that you can't breathe. There's no coincidence that they want you to pray to their gods. It's all spiritual. Because they know that you have lost the I am in you. Because they replaced it with what they told you you were. Again, an outside suggestion, taking us back to the two most significant letters in the alphabet, I and you. And it's only when you have worked on yourself, only when you have worked on yourself, you should bring yourself into the we. What is we in French? It means yes. Don't come to me screaming we and yes, and you haven't gotten yourself together. No. If you have a basket filled with good apples and you take a few bad apples and put it in there, guess what? You're going to end up having a basket filled with bad apples. Period. Simple as that. So don't come into the fold of we, which means yes in French, talking about yes, we, but yet still you haven't worked on you. And that is some of the problems I've seen in our so-called Aboriginal communities. They haven't worked on themselves individually. So when they come into these platforms, you hear nothing but debates and fights because they haven't taken the time to truly work on themselves. It's okay to fall back. It's okay to be still. Let me tell you what happened with Facebook. Okay, as you know, we have our petition, right? We have our petition, and what I'm doing is I am going through my friends list. I have 5,000 people on Facebook, and I am going into my friends list, and I'm sending people. I am sending the people the petition in their inboxes, right? But here comes Facebook sending me a message. Oh, they stopped me from sending the messages because it may violate their community standards. By what I'm doing may be considered spamming, right? But now, mind you, every single day I get videos about a so-called black man getting shot, about a so-called group of people fighting each other and beating each other up. Facebook would never say spam. They will allow you to send that to people in their inboxes. They're going to allow it. But here I am doing a petition to declare, all right, to speak on our rights. But they are telling me it is a violation, or it may be a violation of their community standards. And they say, they was like, well, let us know if you think. If you think it's not a violation, let us know. Because we could deactivate your account. We are going to deactivate your account. So what did I do? I sent a letter in the form of, you know what I'm saying? All right, give me a second here. I may have to, let me just go through my inbox here for a second. Let me go to my Facebook here for a second. Give me a second here, guys. I'm going to have to delete somebody, all right? Because like I said, you know, you have people. Give me a second here, guys. Because you see, distractions. Okay? But anyway, this is what I'm saying here with Facebook, right? So Facebook came and they said that they're going to deactivate my account if I keep this up, right? So I sent them a legal document. I said, listen, what I am doing, for one, is nonprofit. So I'm not soliciting. That's number one. Number two, this is about a declaration for my rights. And by you telling me I can't do what I'm doing, you are violating my first constitutional right. Guess what? They didn't deactivate my account because now I'm speaking their language. But what they did was they prevented me from sending inboxes to people because it's their platform. You see, I have an option not to be on Facebook. Now, you see, when people are in control, that's what they do. Now, am I going to sit around and complain? No, I'm not going to complain. That platform belongs to Facebook. So I'm not going to complain. But I just want you to know that you're not going to tell me or violate my rights. No, you're not going to do that. You feel me? So now it's their platform, because what I was doing was I was taking the petition and I was right-clicking in inboxes and sending it to the people. So now they deactivated the they deactivated me using that tool by right-clicking and posting it in people's inboxes. So I'm saying all that to say, family, is that going to stop us? We're not going to allow it to stop us. Facebook, we know it's your platform, all right? And we know that you're not really pushing for the upliftment of indigenous people. We know that. We know y'all promote what y'all promoting, but guess what? It's not going to stop me because it's motivating me more to create our own. It's motivating me more to create our own, period. And they can't stop it. So all I'm just saying is this. The moral of the story is I could have gotten disappointed and I could have been complaining. No, I'm not going to complain. Victims do that. You feel me? So I'm going to conclude this video by saying that, just to reiterate, the two most powerful and significant letters in the alphabet is I and U. And I and you together becomes we. But we could only say we, which means yes in French, and which means yes in English. We is French, right? When the I and the you, we work on that. We have to put our differences aside, family. Okay? We have to put our differences aside. Put the emotions aside. Let us come together for the greater good. All right? Look at me. I had already put that we were going to do a stand on Washington in August or July. And we planned that a whole year ago, right? But other things happened. So we didn't, it didn't manifest, at least from us. But my sister reached out to me. My sister Betty reached out to me, right? And she told me she's doing it. Now, guess what? I could have easily said, you know what? Oh, well, I'm not the one putting it together. I don't want to be a part of that. Why would I do that? And you see, a lot of us think that way. A lot of us think that way. Because we are not the ones doing it, then we should not support others who are doing it. Why do we even, I mean, sometimes, man, it's mind-boggling. Why? If it's for the benefit of the whole, if it's going to benefit us all, why wouldn't I want to support her? Why wouldn't I want to tell others about it? Because she's the one who actually put it together? Nah, man. That type of selfish mental thinking got to stop. You see, other ethnic groups will come together, put their differences aside. Do you think all Mexicans get along? Come on. Do you think all Chinese get along? Do you think all Japanese get along? Or all Koreans get along? Do you think all Italians or Scottish people get along? No. Do you think all Germans get along? No. But guess what? They get along to build and work and strengthen themselves because they know what the race is all about. It's not about the color of their skin. It's about securing their identity. It's about making their voice count. So even if I wasn't the one who put the, not the petition, but the stand on Washington in place, but guess what? I'd already put that out there in the universe. So I'm glad she made it manifest. You feel me? Because she is me and I'm her. We are all reflections of each other. Even the worst person on the planet is a reflection of you. Come on, man. That's just what it is. They are just another part of you on a different polarity of you. That's all. But all I'm just saying is let's put our differences aside. All right. And on July 4th, let's all go to Washington as the indigenous American Aboriginals. And let's stand and let our voices be heard. That's July 4th, Saturday, July 4th, Washington, D.C., in front of the White House, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. All right, let's make our voice count. You did. And once again, our petition, let us continue to promote, get our petition signed, okay? Because only we could make the changes that we so seek. All right? And I'm gonna again, I'm always talking about conclude, right? But I'm gonna wrap this up by saying this. I don't just believe that you are great. I know that you are great. And again, I am focusing on the two most significant words in the alphabet, I and you. And the I in me, the I and I in me is telling the you, the I in you, that you are great. You are amazing. You are wonderful. You are superb. You are limitless. You are a deity. You are life. You can breathe because you know why? You are breath. And never allow anyone to bless you. Never accept that from anyone. You don't have to be rude. When people tell me bless you or have a blessed day, I guess what I say. I tell them I will have a blissful day. I tell them I will have a great day. You see how I deflected that by not being rude? I wasn't rude. When they say bless you or have a blessed day, I say I'm going to have a great day. That's all I say. They may not know what I'm talking about, but I'm not going to accept you casting that spell on me and telling me bless me. I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to stop that spell by putting my own affirmation out there. I rebuke that. I'm not going to accept anybody to tell me bless you. No, I'm not going to accept that. No, I'm not going to thank you for that. But I am going to say, I'm going to have a great day. I'm going to have an amazing day. You feel me? And nobody's going to tell me good morning either. I'm not going to accept that. I'm going to say grand rising to me and grand rising to you. Period. I'm not going to moan. Why am I moaning? The sun is up. The sun is bright. Why am I moaning? I'm joyful. There's no need for me to moan. And when somebody tell me have a nice day, I don't respond to that either. In the way they think, I say, no, I'm going to have an amazing day. They may not know what I'm talking about, but nice really means stupid and ignorant. So there's no need to get rude because you know better. You are in control. Okay? You are in control. And that's what self-mastery is about. Mastering self. Okay? Because somebody suggested it, it doesn't mean it has to be your reality. So I'm here to let you know the I in me is speaking to the I in you because we are all connected. Within, we are all one. It's only without we see the differences. I'm going to say that again, all right, because I really want that to sink in. Within, we are all the same, but without, we are different because you know what? Without, you start seeing with your physical eyes, and the physical eyes could be, it creates the illusion. But the I am in me, see the I am in you. And I want you to know that you are great and you are amazing. And I love each and every one of you. And that's why I do what I do. All right. So with that being said, have a great continuation. We have work to do. All right. This is just the beginning. There's no need to be afraid. We have nothing to be afraid of. Why be afraid of your shadow, right? This world, it belongs to each and every one of us. And there's more good in the world than there's bad. Just play your part. Just play your part. That's it. So there's no need to get on Facebook and Instagram and belittle other people. There's no need to get on Facebook and degrade other ethnic groups to make yourself greater. All right, you're doing the same thing that others are doing. Remember, the number one, to me, universal law, to me, again, is what? Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So why would I want to belittle another ethnic group to make myself feel great? Now, that's the ego speaking in people, and they don't realize that. I'm not greater than nobody else. You see what I'm saying? So it's time to make the change. And only your decisions will make the change. The decisions that you make will change your life. And honestly, you are who you already are. All right? So go within and find your greatness. All right? Talk to you guys soon. We'll talk soon. All right? Peace and love.